Texting. Hey, America, it is that time of the week. It is a slug 'em down into a sip 'em slow Saturday, my favorite night of the week. I hope it's yours too. The redoubtable one is back. Tom Izzo, Holly Question, Arjun Milaccio. Segment 1. Look, the Fall Classic is in the 7th inning, game 2. You saw what happened last night. When
it's in full swing at this point.
It's in full swing, but New York did miss a chance. They had a chance, but the Dodgers are the Dodgers for a reason.
Yeah.
So you got to beat them.
Things can be true.
You can't be up 1 run. I don't think 1 run lead is safe on the Dodgers. I don't give a shit. If you're up 4 runs and you're blowing,
if you have Mariano Rivera coming in, then 1 run.
Maybe then. Yeah,
nobody's got
Jonathan Papelbon. He comes to mind.
Even him, I wouldn't be.
Papelbon was nasty. He was the second best closer in the game at that time behind Rivera. It was Rivera and him. So he was nasty. But yeah, unless it was one of those two on the hill or Dennis Eckersley in his heyday, no, it wasn't safe.
Well, Eckersley, funny enough, is the guy 30 years ago that gave off the walk-off bomb to Kirk Gibson.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, so
it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's safe.
Yeah.
So
not 1 run.
And you're on the run in L.A. I mean, no, it's not safe. So, but anyway, this is
surprising that they held him to 2 runs for that long.
Garrett Cole is a Heisman, not a Heisman, is a Cy Young winner.
But I think it's to your point earlier even more. It's the week layoff.
It's the week layoff. The Dodgers were off. The best way to cool off, he'll tell you this, a lineup is don't play for 3 days and see what happens.
Well, it was more than 3 days. It was, what it ended. I think the Dodgers beat the Mets on Sunday. They didn't play again until Friday. 4 full days of rest, which is probably good for them.
Well, I don't think it was. A couple days, maybe 4, 5.
Well, I mean, it was good for them in the fact that they still got the win.
They did. Yeah.
But
if the Yankees were going to catch them, that might have been
that
might have been their best chance. I don't know. It's 4-1 right now. They're in the what is it? Bottom of the 7th.
Bottom 7, no outs. No, not Mookie.
That's not Mookie. I don't know.
Is that Miguel Rojas?
I don't know.
He wasn't even on
the Yankees went up 1-0. Soto hit a bomb.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what happened. Soto got him up, but then the Dodgers.
How early was that?
I think it was the second or third inning, and then but the Dodgers responded because of the Dodgers. And right now they're trying to add to a 4-1 lead in the bottom. So we will keep you posted on this. You want to talk about the 2004? You guys, the documentary's out now. Is it Netflix that's got this?
Yeah.
The 2004 Red Sox. They had something on it. ESPN did 3 days in October, Once Upon a Time, which was great. And I don't know. I don't know why he wants to talk about it per se, but
I turned it on yesterday. I watched. It's 3 episodes, so it's not like a long one. But I turned it on yesterday.
Yeah.
Started watching it. Penny watched some of it with me, and then we finished it today.
Yeah.
And it was just what a great story. It's a 20-year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
And it's first of all, it's crazy that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not happy with that at all.
That's insane. But it was such a great story.
I was 31 in my prime. Oh my God, it's wonderful. I miss it. It was wonderful.
I was 24. No, I was 22.
I was still playing in men's league.
I was 22.
I was playing in men's leagues and dunking on it. It was oh my God, it was awesome. Bartending. It was freaking. Are you kidding me?
Dude, but
that's why everybody gets so sad when they get older, because those days are great.
Dude,
and they're just a blur.
You know what was great? They did the whole recap of Pedro throwing Don Zimmer to the ground. That was hysterical.
Yeah.
And then they also showed this one game where Millar got hit, and it was great because they told real shit. Millar goes, Pedro comes over to me and he goes, "Who do you want?"
Yeah.
And Millar goes, "Shit, Jeter, I guess."
Yeah. This is true.
And then fucking Pedro, bang, bang. He hits. Not only does he hit Jeter, he hit another guy who wasn't like a major guy. He hit him in the hands, and then Jeter comes up, bang, and he hits him in the hands.
I don't know.
Pedro was small, but he was a monster.
But this is the thing about Pedro. Pedro's the best pitcher I've ever seen in his prime. I've never seen anyone pitch better than him. I've seen guys who's made more to as good. I don't think I've ever seen anybody better. His location His location on just ridiculous. I've never seen anyone. Greg Maddux is the closest thing to him in that regard.
Greg Maddox's location is nuts. However, if you go back and look at the tape, he was throwing balls a foot off the plate. They were getting called strikes. Not to take anything away from him, but umpiring was a joke.
He wasn't the only one getting the.
Of course not. But the batters were at such a disadvantage.
Every great pitcher got those calls because they were when you great pitcher. Maddox got those calls.
I know, but
Clemens got them. Everybody got
happen
them
anymore.
No, because they have the little blue box there. So now when they fuck it up, it's even worse.
Now it's like, dear God, that was bad.
Like, how can you fuck it up? They're spelling it out for you.
Right.
Like, but anyway, the thing about Pedro, and to me, where this has relevance to me, is that Pedro Martinez. I can tell you the day I knew when the curse was going to end. I didn't know how it was going to end. I wasn't going to. There's no way. No one would have predicted what happened, but I knew it was going to end. There was a day when I knew it was going to end. It was Pedro Martinez, and it was a regular season game, and they were talking about someone. It's probably Shaughnessy. He's a donkey like that. Brings up the curse of the Bambino, and Pedro goes, Bambino. I don't give a shit about the Bambino. Wake up the Bambino. I'll get him out of the grave. I'll drill him in the ass. When he said that, you know it. You Red Sox fans remember that press conference.
That is so great.
When he said that, I knew at some point they were going to break this. I was going to see this happen. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. The fact that it happened the way that I'll drill him in the ass. I was like, the thing is like the fact that it happened against the Yankees, the way it happened. You can't make it up.
It was the only way it could have happened.
You could, yeah, but I'm saying you couldn't make that stuff. It's unbelievable.
But
it's like everything about it is unbelievable.
The best part is like for an 80-year drought. 85-year drought.
85 years.
That is the most unbelievable way to break it. Like they broke it in such a way that it was broken forever.
Yep.
And it actually catapulted them into basically 20 years of like really good fucking baseball.
They're the best. They're the best franchise of the 21st century so far. Nobody else has got more than 2. They got 4. Okay.
Insane.
And they've sucked for 6 years because Donkey let Mookie Betts, who's by the way, where is he tonight? Okay. I mean, so.
Ohtani got hurt.
That could be a series changer.
This could change things.
Everything.
Oh shit! He's
How bad
down.
is he hurt?
He went sliding in and slipped it.
Let me see.
I was trying to take it back.
Oh. Why do you do that?
So we can see the fucking play.
They want to show the replay of it, obviously.
No, he was already hurt.
Hit the nuts?
Okay, that didn't look like anything.
Well, you got hit the nuts with the ball.
Holding his wrist?
I don't know if he held his wrist or he's in the nuts. Hit the nuts. I couldn't tell. He might have broken. Yeah, he's holding his wrist. Did he break his wrist? Or his? Oh, Jesus.
Now he's holding his arm.
Yeah, what is he doing? His wrist is. Or if he couldn't have broke his wrist just bent. He just moved it. He wasn't writhing in pain, so clearly he didn't break the wrist.
What? Now he's holding his wrist again. Uh-oh, Dave Roberts is coming out. He's like, I could have stole second. Dude, then Dave Roberts, they talked to him about when he stole the base off Rivera.
Greatest steal in Major League Baseball history was that steal.
He was talking about how it went back to his training. Yeah. I can't remember who he was saying. An old ball player was like his coach, teaching him how to steal. And he said one day in spring training, he said to me, you're going to get to the bigs, and one of these days, you're going to be on first base, and everybody in the stadium's going to know that you're going to steal the base. And you have to steal the base, and you're going to steal the base. And then he was in that exact fucking situation where everybody, like, that's the only reason they put him in the game.
It was like that scene from Major League when Willie Mays Hayes and they were chanting, go, go, right before Taylor hits them. That's what it was. That's literally what it was. It was like, I'm saying but that movie came out in 1987 or 89. This was 19 years later.
This is big if he's really hurt.
So Ohtani is down holding his left arm, and he is in pain. And wow. And by the way, Yankee fans, if this is how you win it, that's going to be utterly pathetic. Pathetic. You're losing 4-1 in Game 2, and Ohtani goes down. Give me a fucking break. Yeah,
if anybody can absorb Ohtani going down,
they can't lose him. This would change everything.
No, it wouldn't. No. They could still win. If anybody could do it, they could do it. Not saying it wouldn't hurt them. But
well,
if the Yankees lost Judge,
I
that would be
I still say the best player on that team is Mookie Betts. So okay, he's still there, and he's got 2 already. Yeah,
Freddie Freeman's behind him.
Yep, he's there too. Because I think if
Teoscar Hernandez is behind him.
Yeah, they're 1 through 9.
Kiki Hernandez is behind him.
Another ex-Red Sox. Why can't we have players like that, John Henry? Oh, because you're a fucking cheapskate. Yeah, I mean, so look. But anyway, what was the gist of this? Why you wanted to talk about this? What about it was so enthralling for you?
Well, I just hadn't thought about it like that in so long, And then the part about Grady Little, because of course they showed 2003 first. They set it up with that. And
yeah,
basically
should have beat him then.
Pedro had thrown 7 innings.
Yep.
95 pitches, 98 pitches, something like that.
Yeah.
And he said that Grady Little told him he was done.
You didn't ask him?
No, Grady Little came over to him and said, "That's it, you're done."
He didn't ask him. I'm saying.
No.
Okay.
Then, so Pedro thinks he's done.
Okay.
Then he comes back and says, "Give me Nick Johnson." So Pedro says, "Okay."
Okay.
So Pedro comes out and he gets Nick Johnson. Boom. Looks in the dugout, nobody's coming. He goes, "All right. Guess it's on me." He left him in for like 6 more batters, and the 5-2 lead is gone. And they asked Grady Little, they're like, what did you say to him? And he goes, 20 years later. He's like a big country guy.
Yeah.
He's like, 20 years later? I don't remember. Like, they were like, did Theo Epstein...
He's as dumb as the day is long, boys. Well, then, because... I'm not surprised he said that.
Said...
They say I got no recollect.
I got no recollect. So then Epstein goes, oh, geez, he just missed like a 30-yard field goal. Or was that earlier?
I don't know. I can't tell where we are. We're in the 8th inning. Dodgers are now, the Yankees are back up. We don't know the status
Ohtani's gone.
Of Ohtani, but he's probably not coming back tonight.
Ohtani's out for the year. We don't know that.
I hope not. That would be awful. If they lose because of that, I'll fucking...
Hopefully he just got like a funny bone hit.
Doesn't look like no funny bone.
Sad bone.
And by the way, while that's going on, Donnie and hey, geez, stop me! Another Donnie in the SEC on a Saturday. What a fucking! Who would have thought that before the season started? Number 17, LSU on the road at A&M. A&M up 21-17, just starting the 4th quarter. They have the ball on the LSU 15. So,
dude, but so Theo Epstein was like, yeah, before the game we talked about. Oh man, they're going in. Theo Epstein said before the game we talked about, once Pedro hits 92 to 95 pitches, bullpen will come in. Okay. He was like, we were shocked when he went back out there. And they asked Grady Little, they were like, did Theo talk to you about about the plan with Pedro? And he goes, they never talked to me about nothing. So they thought he was this big fucking country goober.
And he is.
I mean, he kind of was, but like...
He was.
John Henry, the owner guy?
Yeah.
He said that when Pedro gave up the lead, he looked at his friend or sidekick, whoever the fuck was with me, and said, can we fire him right now, or do we have to wait till after the game? He said he admitted to saying that. There was so much honesty in it.
Oh, God.
And then the other crazy part is that... So you were talking about the Red Sox making an offer. Remember you and Joel said they didn't, he wasn't traded. They made him an offer.
They did make him an offer.
Well, so no. So it wasn't that. They had a trade for him in place, and it got denied by the Players Association. Oh. They were going to send Nomar and Manny. And they were to Texas, and they were going to get A-Rod.
Glad that didn't happen.
But they asked A-Rod to rework his deal because he had that crazy fucking deal.
Yeah.
The 10-year, $250 million. So he agreed to do it. They were announcing that they got A-Rod. They interview Millar on SportsCenter. I don't remember this. They interview Millar and they said, who do you think's going to be throwing you the ball from shortstop later on this year? And the guy said, who do you want? And he said, we'll take A-Rod.
Huh.
Mind you, The trade doesn't go through. He said Nomar calls him while he's on his way home. Says, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?"
Yeah.
And then he was like, "What? I just said, A-Rod.
I prefer him to you."
Right? No, but the funny thing was,
What's the big deal?
The funny thing was,
he's better.
The interviewer goes, "Yeah, but they asked you who do you want?" Because he thought he answered the question, "Who do you think's going to be throwing you the ball?"
Yeah.
But he said, "We'll take A-Rod." So, but when they told him the question was, "Who do you want?" He goes, "Oh, then I guess I understand why he's mad." But that's
so Millar.
But like that completely fucked up the juju in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Because he didn't talk to Millar after that. Oh.
Bending over. Florida
that's
State.
a bad.
That coach get fired yet?
Dude, did Penn State's coach get fired yet?
I don't know why they're losing. Oh, they're winning. They're
Did you
undefeated.
Did you see that video I sent you where the reporters were
Oh,
trying
with
to
that
ask them
thing,
about
yeah,
that,
that was bullshit.
And he just walks away. Like, dude, you're the leader of that organization, aren't you? Even if you're not going to take questions on it, you could be the one to say, "Hey, we're not going to speak on that."
You could have just said that.
Yeah.
Name.
You're going to run away? Oh, this doesn't look good at all for Ohtani.
No, I think he's out. I think the whole landscape of the series just changed.
Yeah, but the Yankees still didn't do shit that inning. What else happened? Oh,
Now he's coming back.
so here's another thing
That's a damper.
Here's another thing that really interested me. There is another choke job that rivals you guys beating the Yankees. Now, I will say this. It's not as bad. It's not as big a choke job, or it's not as big as comeback as you guys beating the Yankees. But, man, the Red Sox losing to the Mets in '86 was a major choke job.
Yes, we know that.
I know, but I was only 4. I don't think I.
Everyone in Boston knows the Red Sox should not have lost that series.
It was impossible.
They had 3 chances to put it away, and they didn't.
Dude,
do it.
so they started off.
I know.
In New York, going up 2.
I know.
It was 2-0 going back to Fenway. Then you go back to Queens up 3-2 with Roger Clemens on the fucking mound.
And he had a 3-1 lead in the 7th.
Well, and it was 5-3 going into the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah, they had too many chances to win that.
Dude,
series.
and Clemens.
And if you keep gift wrapping it for the opponent, eventually they're going to take it from you. So that's what that whole series was about. And that's what this whole curse thing really got out. You think the curse thing was bad? That's when it really got out.
I know, that's when it really.
This fucking team.
Well, I think that showed me because I was like, damn, they were about to win the World Series after a what?
It got
a 60-year drought.
68 years.
I mean, that was a massive drought. Yeah, they were about to do it.
It went. And then that curse thing took on. It was like one of those. What do you call it? Like just freaky fucking aliens. Just all of a sudden grows 4 legs. It was like that's what happened.
It was
the curse grew 4 legs that day.
It became a legend.
It was just awful. It was just thank God Larry Bird that year because the Patriots got bent over in the Super Bowl, worst loss in history, and the Red Sox. Thank God for Larry Bird and the '86 Celtics, and I might add marvelous Marvin Hagler. Those 2 people saved me from probably suicide with the Patriots. I mean, so yeah, it was the 04 Red Sox changed.
They did. They
baseball.
Changed everything.
They changed the landscape of baseball.
Dude, but when y'all were up in that 5-3, it was also 2 outs, nobody on. Gary Carter hits a single.
I know.
Kevin Mitchell hits a single. Ray Knight hits a single, and then all hell breaks loose. The fucking guy throws a wild pitch. Mookie Wilson. Schiraldi. Mookie Wilson hits basically a ball with a little topspin on it, and it goes right through Buckner, and Ray Knight scores from second.
I mean,
crazy, man. And I think y'all were up 3 runs in Game 7.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was just.
I'm so glad he brought this.
I'm sorry. It's fascinating, but it is. It really is. It's such a great sports story, man. I love it.
It was. Listen.
It's such a great story. It's one of my favorite all-time memories. You guys breaking that curse.
That
is one of my favorite sports memories.
That stupid made-up tale about the curse covers up one of the worst atrocities in all sports. The Yankees were fucking racist, and that's why that fucking so-called curse existed. We were the last organization to even hire or draft an African American ball player. Okay, That's called karma, boys and girls. Okay, if you're going to be that openly racist,
it's going to come back.
It's going to come back to you, and did it ever? So
it will come and knocking.
The thing is, the 04 team changed Major League Baseball. They literally did, because the Yankees suddenly you could knock off the bully.
Yeah.
Finally, it happened. So, and it happened in a way that no one thought was possible. So, and then the Red Sox take another traditionally cornerstone franchise, St. Louis, and they wiped their ass with them in the final. They swept them.
It wasn't even like they weren't even there.
They took the Cardinals and wiped their ass with them. It was like, oh my god, like that was just frightening what they did to them. So yeah, they were for that team was for real. So
great documentary though.
I highly recommend it. I mean, so if you really want
they were talking about Manny before a game, before a Red Sox Yankee game. He didn't make it to batting practice. He was at the hotel bar drinking with one of the Yankees. And Millar was like, "Yeah, a lot of guys wanted to fight him."
Not me.
And then Terry Francona said that at the start of the year that he came on, I guess he came on in 2004.
Yeah, that was his first year.
Manny came up to him in spring training and said, "Don't try to get close to me." Yeah. He's like, don't try to make me laugh and try to get close to me. He was like, "Y'all need to trade me." And then, I mean, did he win 2 with them or 3?
3. Him and Poppy were the best 3-4 in the game for a decade, easily a decade. Yeah, from 03 basically to 13. Those 2 were it. They were.
Dude, Poppy was the fucking nails.
And Manny was just fucking Ken Griffey smooth.
Pure.
The second best swing I've ever seen in baseball behind Ken Griffey. The 2 sweetest swings I've ever seen in my life. Just, they swung you like that motherfucker was born to play baseball. That's it. That's every time. Ken Griffey Jr. That was the feeling you got when you watched him swing a bat. It was just like, this dude was born to do this. Yeah. So, I mean...
the fluidity.
Yeah, it's just like he was born with a bat. Just fucking like so.
I feel like there's shooters like that. There's golfers like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's
every
just
sport.
It's just like
yeah. I mean, you watch Wayne Gretzky play hockey. It was like talk about poetry in motion. Fucking guy was smooth. Just no wasted motion. Everything was just fluid. Like he was born on the ice. He was born with skates. Yeah. So yeah, every sport has a couple of guys like that. They're usually icons, and we're talking about them. So because Griffey's an icon and Manny's a Hall of Famer. Manny hit 500 something home runs. Manny's awesome. Batted over 300 for his career. Manny is that dude. So the thing is that 04 team, it was funny. And if you were a Boston sports fan back then, this is coming off what the Patriots did in 01. And then did again in 03. They won the Super Bowl to the Pats, who had never gone. Suddenly you got them, and now the Red Sox do this, break the curse.
And then you got the big 3.
Yeah, the big 3 come in 07.
For Celtics.
08. Then the Bruins won in 2010. Like, again, the first city to have, in a decade, all 14
Dude, just imagine if you were somehow born 60 years earlier. Imagine the difference your sports life would have had. You wouldn't have a sports life.
Well, the other thing about and everybody from Boston has one grandparent that lived through this, at least. My mother's mother.
And they continue to love them?
My mother's mother was born 2 years after they won in 1904, whenever they won their last one. She never saw them.
That was 1918.
1918. I'm sorry, 1920 she was born. She never saw them win a World Series. And when they won, she was 84 years old. She had just turned 84 that way. She said, of course, everybody called Nana. Nana, are you? She watched the whole damn thing. And she said, I remember she said to my Uncle John, I think it was, I can die in peace now. She literally said that to him because he looked at her and he's like, Mom, they did it. They fucking did it. And, yeah. So, but, I mean, yeah, that for sports fans, for us in Boston, it's that. The Patriots in 01, the 80 hockey Olympic team with Mike Eruzione hitting that goal that beats the Soviets. I mean, we've been beyond spoiled up there. In my lifetime, we've been and I didn't see Bill Russell. Okay, I didn't see him. I didn't see Ted Williams. I didn't see Bobby Orr. I missed a lot of shit. Okay, and I got all this. I got nothing to bitch about. Our Dodgers just beat the fucking Yankees.
That's happening.
Anyway, we're going to take a break here. We'll come back segment 2. We're going to talk NBA. The New York Knicks, look out, get off the mat. Denver Nuggets, looking as old as me.
Did they play twice?
They're 0-2.
Yes.
And
who was the second loss to?
OKC is... We're going to talk about them too. Celtics win tonight. It was ugly, but they won. But we'll focus on the Knicks as well and OKC. Coming up, segment 2. Don't go nowhere.
Don't.
Yoda, Jobu, and Big Pipey in the hizzy. See you soon.